Oh, well, listen, things are about to get very interesting in the kitchen. Oh, well, listen, we are in the kitchen, and if you're like me and your breakfast routine feels a little bit meh, we are here to help you. We are going to introduce you to a recipe that you're going to love, because how does this sound? Baked almond and berry oats using your favorite dairy alternatives such as almond milk or even coconut milk. It's like having a warm baked pudding for breakfast without any of the judgment, and the best person to introduce us to this recipe is the one and only Chef Clem Pedro.
Because we're like the breakfast professionals, aren't we? Because we awake so early.
We are awake early and we realize the importance of breakfast. And can I tell you, when I was out of my routine, how difficult it was to eat breakfast? I need some inspiration.
Yeah, this is a good one because you could prep it the day before. I really like porridge.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like a hot pot of like something. It just puts you, okay, yes, it does put you to sleep, but it just brings back all those memories. And this one's kind of got those vibes, but it gets baked.
Okay, it gets baked. Ooh, that's going to be exciting.
So it's dessert.
I have to admit, cooking oats is one of those things I have not been successful in. I know it's very easy, but I just don't get the texture the way the people on the professional chefs get it done, the way I get it if I just buy it or order it. And it's just not the same when I do it at home.
It's all about, do you do it in the microwave or on the stovetop?
I try the stovetop, but what I figured out was if I actually just do overnight oats, I really, really like the texture.
Right, that's good.
But sometimes you forget to meal prep the night before, and the morning of you feel like oats, and I just haven't mastered getting oats perfect. So is this something we can also prep right now, enjoy, it's quick and easy? Or is this something you need to put a little bit of time in?
It takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes to bake.
Okay, that's not bad.
But the preparation's done like the day before.
Okay.
So the next morning you can just grab and go.
Okay.
Which I think is a good thing, because what happens is if a breakfast option isn't available, then chances are you're going to skip breakfast, or you're going to like go to one of your apps and then just get something. So if you can prep it the day before, I think you're perfectly good. And this is a good one to prep ahead of time.
So you're setting yourself up for some success. So you've got about 180 grams of oats there.
About 160, and I like I say about, because we're eyeballing this completely.
We're guesstimating.
But I like that we're actually doing that, because you've got to get familiar with textures and what things should actually look like. So we're looking for like a nice batter consistency. Okay. So we're going to play around with our almond milk and our oats. So oats are gluten-free, which I think is really, really great. We've got our gluten-free social media manager. He's not gluten-free. He's gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he needs to have the gluten-free.
And having a friend that's gluten intolerant just makes you look out for everything. And I realized going to Woolies, there's so many alternatives to a dairy-free option, like our milk, gluten-free, and also if you're going to go plant-based. I believe, like, shame for you if you were going plant-based like 10 years ago, because what were your options besides just straight-up plants?
It was limited.
Yeah. Now you've got like quite a lot of options, and it's all at Woolies, which I absolutely love. Okay. The trick for me when it comes to oats, by the way, when you're making it at home, is a pinch of salt.
Okay.
It brings out the flavor of the oats, and then everything else you're busy cooking with your oats just makes it taste more than just
normal
oaty.
oats.
Yeah.
So if I make my overnight oats, should I still add a little bit of salt, or is it only if you're going to be cooking and baking your oats?
I add salt in all the time.
Okay.
Even when I make my own oat milk at home, I would add a bit of salt to it, and it just brings out the flavor.
So what are you adding right now?
Baking powder going in. That's going to give us that lift in our batter. I'm going to pass it on to you.
There we go. And just give it a nice little blitz.
You know what they did?
Yes, they didn't switch it on.
They always do this. I think it's intentional, eh?
Okay, there we go. But you know, we know how to fix problems in the kitchen.
We do.
There we go.
I just think they like seeing us like just randomly doing the segment. Just. But that's good. Thank you.
We are human. We make errors. There we go.
So, nice thick batter, and this does bake up, which is really great.
And as you saw, it was like literally not even 10 seconds that we blitzed it up for.
And you can make it so smooth if you want to, but honestly,
I would drink that as a smoothie.
Yeah, you could. Maybe. I don't mind the eggs in there.
I don't mind the eggs either.
I mean, Rocky just like...
I know, some people drink it raw. Just as is. Okay.
Wow, okay.
So we're going to pop this in the oven.
And you can add your berries now, you can add them afterwards, but it's almost like that ever on the pizza before or after situation.
Okay,
if you want your
I
berries
like my berries fresh.
Okay, cool. So then after it comes out of the oven, you're just going to top it with some berries of your choice, because it's berry season.
It is berry season.
So go crazy with it, top them. And this is, like I said, you can make it the night before, then top them in the morning. So you have the fresh berries, a little dollop of like more honey. Sorry, the maple
bit of
syrup
honey.
goes in to make it sweet. But you can also do a little drizzle of honey or maple syrup on the end.
Did you forget to add the maple syrup to? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then when do you add the toasted almonds?
That can go on with your topping as well. Or if you want like a nice crunchy nutty flavor, you
There
can
we go.
bake
You
in.
add it to your.
It feels like a Monday, it's not.
Well, you're welcome to follow the recipe as Chef Clem did, or if you want the proper recipe, you can go to woolworths.co.za where you can get the ingredients list, the steps to the recipe, and exactly what to add when. But you get to play around like Chef Clem just showed you. That was good. I feel like we need to tuck into that for breakfast. Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you.
Just bring me one. Okay, I'll come to you. There we go. I love the texture.
Mm.
It is like a little dessert. Look at that. Okay, taking a little TV bite. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, berry is fresh at the end. I like that.
This is so different. I don't know why I expected it to be a softer texture, but this is cakey. It's like a little bread. It's like a little muffin. A muffin in a cup.
That's how you cheat breakfast, just have dessert. No, you don't do that.
Well, we
Do
did
that.
say this is the type of dessert with no judgment. So there we go. If you want to get your hands on this delicious baked almond and berry oat dish, it is available on woolworths.co.za.
What's it called again?
A baked almond and berry nice oat cookie, cupcake, muffin.